What am I supposed to do in the gym for the first time? Any tips for a beginner at the gym? Literally, what do I even do at the gym? I just joined the gym. Now what? You've just signed up to a gym and you don't really know what you're doing just yet. First things first, well done for actually signing up, but now is the time to put the work in to get your dream physique. In this video, I'll be going over the goals that you need to set, the exercises that you should do as a beginner, what you can expect in the gym, and some tips and tricks that can guide you on your journey to gaining your dream physique. And please like and subscribe if you like this video. Before we start, I want to tell you that I've been in the situation that you're in right now. I was 14 when I first started in the gym, and I basically walked into this bodybuilding gym that had some of the biggest dudes you'd ever seen it. No doubt there was some steroids involved, there was, metal plates and stringer vests all over the place. And as a skinny 14-year-old, naturally there was a level of uncertainty in that gym because I didn't have any personal trainer or anyone to really show me around any of the machines. It was just kind of up to myself in order to educate myself on how to actually use any of the machines and trying to figure out how them guys actually got so big and why they were so much bigger than skinny 14-year-old me. I was pretty clueless and definitely felt a little bit awkward being so different to everyone else. So here's the first point for you to take on board. Everyone in the gym is focused on themselves. Now, when I was younger, I obviously thought everyone was looking at me, that I was the skinny 14-year-old kid, and everyone, I was the main source of attention because I was so different to everyone else. But now that I am one of the bigger people in the gym, you kind of just realize that literally no one cares about anyone else in the gym. Unless you come in and you're wearing a full wizard outfit, no one's even going to look at you twice because everyone in there is focused on themselves. I learnt this lesson. There was something that happened in school where we all had to have a singing exam, right? I never took music, it was just everyone in the school had to do it. And I remember vividly in that class thinking oh my god, I can't believe I'm gonna have to do this is gonna be so embarrassing. But after doing it, I kind of realized, oh, actually, nobody in here cares about my singing exam. They're all too focused on their own ones because when I look back, I can't remember anyone else's. I can only remember mine. The gym is exactly the same. Literally no one will be paying attention to the people in and around the gym. There's going to be very few people who you might even interact with. That might be a good thing or that might be a bad thing for you. But as long as you know, even if you are really skinny or if you're on the larger side, no one's going to look twice at you. Nobody will be judging you. And you should honestly feel at home in the gym. Obviously that will come with time, but as long as you know that the gym is actually a friendly place where people want to help each other and everyone is in the same boat, everyone is on a similar journey. The second thing I want to say is consistency is key, but just arriving is enough. So when you start in the gym, it can be very easy to go all out for 2 weeks, doing 5 sessions a week. And then after that, you kind of just slowly stop going. You see this a lot with people who kind of buy their membership in January as their New Year's resolution. They kind of stop going. So the best mindset in order to make sure that you are consistent in the gym, especially as a beginner, is to just show up. Don't show up with the expectations of being there for an hour, 2 hours. Just show up. Show up, be in there for 10 minutes if you have to. Be in there for 20 minutes. Get used to going into the gym. Get used to going on a machine. Get used to leaving the gym. If you're just there for 20 minutes, that's 20 minutes more than what you were doing before you joined the gym. And that 20 minutes just by itself is going to make a huge difference to your physique. So just be consistent. And if being consistent means just going for a short amount of time, definitely do that still. Now let's talk about some realistic goals to set for yourself. So don't go into the gym thinking you're going to look like a world-class level bodybuilder in a matter of months. You're not going to look like that, unfortunately, unless you are on some gear, and then this is the wrong channel for you. This is for natural lifters. But you must compare yourself to your past self. When you've been in the gym for 3 months, 6 months, you will actually be able to see a little bit of improvement. But after 6 months, when you get to 7 months, maybe 8 months, your body's really going to start to look very different compared to what you looked like when you first arrived at the gym. And this will be really hard to actually kind of see for yourself. So try and take some progress pictures, but keep your goals realistic. Maybe try go for 5 kilograms of extra weight if you're bulking in 6 months or something like that. If you're trying to cut down, I'm not too sure, but just try and make sure that you are going at your own pace as well. Set your own realistic standards, but also make sure that they are realistic enough for you to be able to put the effort in consistently, because that's what the gym is all about. As I mentioned before, it's all about consistency. Now, what exercises would I recommend for you to do when you're a beginner at the gym? Now, you can get hung up with going on Jeff Nippard and looking at the most optimal exercises for each muscle, and these are good for experienced lifters. These are the kind of exercises that someone who's been in the gym for multiple years will be trying to put together and to put into their gym program. This is something that I would avidly not recommend for you to do, and I'm only saying this because what you need at the minute is to just work your muscles. Your muscles will need to be warmed up into doing these exercises, and a lot of these exercises are at quite awkward angles. These kind of optimal exercises, they're at optimal angles, or they take lots of time, or you have to set up a certain machine in a certain way. Don't bother doing all of that at the beginning. I know a lot of people will say don't use machines because they're not optimal for muscle growth. Use the machines. Use the chest press. Use the shoulder press. Use the pec flies. Use the leg press machine. Use a bicep machine if there's one of them in your gym. Use ropes. Use cables. If you don't feel comfortable in your form enough, then don't do it. Maybe try and get a PT, maybe do some further research online of how to actually get the form correct, and don't expect yourself to get the form correct on the first try. For beginners, use the machines. They're there for a reason. They are good for muscle growth. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And here's some things to expect when you go in the gym. So number one is you might have some people who want the same machine as you, or you might be waiting for a machine. That's just something that's going to happen. They never take too long. You could either go up to them and ask, how many sets do you have left on this? Then they'll go, oh, I've got 3 sets left. You go, oh, okay. Maybe instead of doing this machine, I can do this machine instead. Or if they go, oh, I've got 1 set left and I'm going to do it now, go, oh, okay, perfect. Go over, fill your water bottle up, come back, and then they'll be done. If someone says the same thing to you, just say the same thing. If you have 3 sets left, don't lie to them and say I've got 1 set and then cut your sets short. Say I've got 3 sets left. They go, oh, okay. They're going to say one of 2 things. They're either going to say, right, that's fine, I'll come back later, I'll do something else. Or they'll say, can I jump on with you? Or can they say, can I work in with you? That basically means you do a set, and then during the rest in between your sets, they do a set. It's actually a really nice way of being social with someone, but if you don't want to be social with them, that also is completely fine. It's very common for you to just kind of go on your phones and not talk to each other during this part, but it's something that you shouldn't be surprised to happen when you do get in the gym. The second thing that might happen, let's say you're going for 6 kilogram dumbbells. Sometimes they can be taken, very similar to a machine, but you wouldn't often ask them when they're done with their dumbbells. You can if you want, but oftentimes, especially in larger gyms, it's more likely you're going to be going to a pure gym or like a gym group or something. There will be another set of dumbbells somewhere on the gym floor. Someone who works there, they'll probably be able to get you some. Some tips and tricks for the gym as well. The music is often very, very bad, so bring your own AirPods or bring your own headphones or something like that. Maybe have a playlist beforehand. This can often help with motivation as well in the gym. A lot of people live and swear by their gym playlist and all the good things it's done for their gains. More or less, yeah, it is good, but obviously it can't be attributed to gains. Make sure to bring water or a water bottle. You can use the water fountains, but you end up intaking less water because you have to go to the water fountain to take like a single sip. So bring a water bottle. As well as that, use a workout tracker. So I use the Gymshark workout tracker. It basically just, as it does, tracks all your workouts. You have to set the day that you do. So for example, if it's chest press, shoulder press, something else, you would put, okay, chest press today I did 3 sets of 20 kilograms for 12 reps, for example, and then it tracks it. So next time you go into the gym, you know exactly what you did last time, so you can either try and match it or you can try and beat it. And then you're actually able to look back at your progress and know if you need to go up a weight or if you need to go down a weight, and to see where you started from where you began. If you want to know how to make a full workout plan, watch this video just here.